I grew up in a very loving household, and I have a great family and a great support system. You know, we always had money, we never went without. I went to private school, I went to college. I worked full-time at a hospital. I had a chronic pain problem, and the doctors prescribed an opiate medication for that, and I was taking it, and then I started to take it more and more, and when my insurance ran out and doctors were sort of catching on to my game of seeking drugs, I went to buying pills on the street, and then I moved into using heroin pretty much every day. I lived with a boyfriend who also used drugs and sold drugs, and when I lost my job, I just went into selling drugs and with him, and it was a very tumultuous, abusive relationship. Eventually, he ended up getting arrested and went to jail. Once I moved back in with my parents, they knew something was really wrong. I would pick fights with them because it was easier than being around them and feeling guilty for what I was doing. We were at my grandmother's funeral, and I had been using all day. I was just very high, it was very obvious. And my mom went into my purse, and she found needles, she found bags of heroin, she found a spoon, all of this stuff. So she was pretty devastated. And that's when, we decided that the best course of action was for me to go into treatment. My parents were looking online, they found the Narconon website and called that night, and the next morning I was on a plane. I started to feel better physically, definitely going through sauna. My skin looked better, my hair looked better. I could sleep through the night, which was huge for me. I didn't get angry very quickly, I didn't get sad very quickly. I was more rational when it came to my emotions, so it was a big deal for me. My parents and my brother came to my graduation. My dad cried a little bit, my brother was near tears. My dad even said he was so happy to be at my graduation. He was prouder of me for that than he was my high school graduation and my college graduation. So to be able to recognize and be proud of myself for work that I do or the way that I handle a certain thing, I feel like I'm getting back my responsibility. Before the program, I definitely thought that there wasn't very much that I could do. I saw nothing but stop signs. And now that I've completed the Narconon program and I have all the necessary tools, I see green lights instead of stop signs.